What's up, gel ballers, and welcome back to my channel, where today I'm taking a look at some brand new gel balls. This clear unlabeled package contains Ausgel's brand new V2 Ultra Elites. The final release package will look more like this. These were of course sent to me thanks to Dan, the owner of Ausgel, and there's quite a few differences between these and the original V1 Ultra Elites, which I'll talk about now. For starters, these are produced by a much smaller team of people rather than the big two players who everyone else use. I'll just call them TW or P. So they should have much better consistency between batches compared to the big two players who care more about the enormous US market these days. Additionally, these use a brand new formula which should make them more consistent in size no matter how long you grow them in water for. So that's what I'm going to test first.
Okay, so I've grown half this packet in tap water for 4 hours, shown here with this lovely time-lapse video, and the other half of the packet I left soak for a couple of days straight. In fact, I'm only just emptying the water out of them now. For my first test, I'm going to try both to see whether they fit better in a 7.3ml barrel or a wider 7.5. And that'll tell me whether time affects the consistency.
Okay guys, starting off with the 4 hour grown gels, so I took them out of water after 4 hours. I'm going to try the Ausgel 7.3ml barrel because if there is a difference between the two grow times, these should be the smaller one and they should fit fine in this barrel. Let's push them in. That's quite loose, 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 loose. Yeah, none of these are too tight for a 7.3, so that's what I'd recommend for the 4 hour grow ones. All right, let's clear these away. And now I've got the 2 day grow ones. Let's see how these go. Loose, 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 loose. Yeah, even after growing these for 2 days, they seem to be about the same. So I think the claim must be pretty accurate that no matter how long you leave these in water for, they don't seem to overgrow. Sad news for people who use 7.5ml barrels though, it doesn't seem these will ever grow large enough to use in yours.
So it looks like both the 4 hour grow and the 2 day grown fit nicely in the 7.3 barrel. I didn't even need to try the looser 7.5ml one. No matter how long you grow these for, it seems they won't go larger than 7.3, which is great news. Next up will be the chrono test. The blaster I'll be using is a fully custom M4 I've had for a few years now. It has a 7.3ml barrel, a riser V2 hop-up attached, and it usually shoots around 290 FPS to stay below our field limit of 300. It also shoots around 30 rounds per second on full auto. To begin with, here's some shots with the 4 hour grows.
294, 286, 292, 291, 293, 277, 292, 292, 292, 290, 294, 276, 293, 286, 292, 292, 289, 292, 274, and 292, I'll call it there. That was 20 shots. Okay, here's the 2 day grows. 293, 290, 289, 284, 286, 290, 284, 293, 290, 289, 290, 288, 290, 292, 291, 290. None of these seem to be as low as the 4 hour grows had the 270s. 292, 294, 291, 295. I'll call it there at 292. Huh, we only did one extra shot with the 2 day grows. I wasn't even counting.
Over the chrono, both average around 290 FPS. However, the 4-hour grows had some shots drop lower in the mid 270s, making them a little less consistent overall. They had a standard deviation of 6.1 compared to 2.8, so I'd say the 4 hours isn't actually enough time for Ultra Elite V2s, and they actually reached their maximum size somewhere after that point. It could be 5 hours, it could be 6, it could even be the full 48 hours that I grew them for. Knowing that they won't overgrow 7.3 though, I think it would be safe to just leave them overnight before your game the next day. With the 4-hour ones being less consistent, I wonder how that'll translate to the 30-meter accuracy test. Let's find out.
Okay, for the accuracy test, as usual, I'll be shooting at this 1 meter diameter target. I'll be sitting 30 meters away using a sandbag as a rest. 30 meters is a bit of an ask for a gel blaster. Not every single shot's going to hit the target. So that's why I'm going to be using a 5-round burst mode, just like I would in gameplay. And usually that guarantees a kill from a single trigger pull in a game. First up, I'm doing the 4-hour grows. I think I'll do 5 trigger pulls. Let's see how they do. Trigger pull 1. Trigger pull 2. Trigger pull 3. 4. And 5. Pretty sure all of those had at least a shot hit the target. So let's take this one out and swap over to the 2-day grows. Another 5 trigger pulls. Trigger pull 1. Trigger pull 2. 3. 4. And 5. Just by sight, I think the 2-day grows actually did better than the 4-hour, but we'll have to head back inside and confirm.
Now, because of the low accuracy of gel blasters compared to my usual nerf content, I'm only looking at the shots that actually hit. With the 4-hour grown gel shown in blue, there were 9 hits out of 5 trigger pulls, or 9 hits out of 25 shots total, giving them a hit rate of 36%. 2-day grown gel shown in red had 12 hits out of 5 trigger pulls, or 12 hits out of 25, giving them a better hit rate of 48%. That's almost 1 in 2 shots, which is pretty good for a gel blaster. So for the accuracy test, it's the same result as the chrono test. 2-day grown Ultra Elite V2s are the clear winners. Overall, counterintuitive to every other type of gel ball on the market, it seems you'll want to grow these for longer than 4 hours to let them reach their maximum size. Which is no problem at all, mind you, just leave them overnight before your game. Now, the gel ball scene in Australia, the sport we play since airsoft is illegal here, despite seeing record numbers at our local games, is actually far smaller than it is in the USA for some reason. Can probably thank Dart Zone or Hasbro for that. Because the Aussie scene makes up a small slice of the market these days, Australian gel ball retailers have been receiving increasing numbers of dodgy batches and factory seconds. Ausgel set out to fix that by using a new, much smaller manufacturer, and it seems they've succeeded. They've definitely come up with a much higher quality gel. V2s stop growing around 7.3 mil even when left in water for days on end. That means no more tumorous growths that'll block up your barrel in the middle of a game. And with Ausgel having stronger negotiating power with this smaller team, future batches should be just as good as these are as well. Find them at Ausgel and pretty much every other gel ball retailer in Australia for that matter. Ausgel can ship internationally too if you like to get your hands on some out of country. That's all I have for you today. Like, comment, subscribe and all of that. Here's 2 other videos you might enjoy. And as always, thank you very much for watching. See ya!